GM. 2. YouTube. We've gotten some solos fairly quickly on Yama, and I have a rough idea of exactly how to get kills. So I'm going to show you how to do it. I'd compare it difficulty-wise to like a Fasani. This is not easy, but you definitely can get kills. So if you're like fairly decent at the game, you've sent some Fasani, like it's going to be that tier of difficulty, I would say. So these are the reasons for the setup. We are running Mage. Mage is really good solo because it's your best DPS if you aren't like heavily draining him. I think in duo, it's going to be better to do like Scythe or Emberlight with draining him with like BGS. But because it's so hard to get all those specs off, it's better to just Mage and solo, it seems like. We are bringing Purging Staff equipped. We can run with that on as well. Max Mage, Max, Giga Max Mage, bringing Purging Staff and Shadow. Purging Staff is fairly similar to Shadow, but it's kind of up in the air, which is better. I'm fairly certain Shadow is going to be best at the very end of the fight, and then Purging Staff is very similar throughout the fight. So you can definitely, I've gotten a lot of kills with just Purging Staff, like no Shadow, don't need a Shadow. Totally works fine. Which one is better? It seems questionable. I'm leaning towards Shadow, but I'm not 100%. So you'll have to check that when we have the numbers down very well. Melee switches. There's a part of the fight where you have to fight a demon to the side of Yama. It's the judge, and you have to alternate between melee and mage every single attack. So we're bringing a small melee switch with our mage. And I'm also bringing Burning Claws because it's just a solid spec. So one of the things you can do to improve at the boss is bringing a bigger switch, improving your Burning Claws, and allowing you to do more damage to that NPC on the side of Yama. But this works fine. I think this is a good start, like just get some good strength stuff. You're guaranteed a max hit on the judge, so it doesn't matter about accuracy or anything like that. It doesn't matter if you're wearing armor. You're just trying to boost max hit. I like no bruise as well because repotting mage is really hard. You could, if you're getting first kills, like repot with Forgotten Brew, which gives you plus 10 mage, and just use bruise. It's an option. I think it really simplifies things not to do that though. So that's the idea. I also have the runes for Death Charge, Thrall, and Ward of Arceus. Ward of Arceus reduces damage, which is really good. Also Mark of Darkness. So we're casting all 4 of these spells. And we'll get into the why I need the Purging Staff. That's to deal with a different mechanic. You really need one. You really, really need one. Pharaoh's is greater than Cape. Good shout. Pharaoh's is better than Cape. I was bringing full 8-way and it felt fine once I had like a solid like foundation for the boss. But when you're learning, bring like a small amount of switches. Definitely not bad. All right, I think I've gone over everything. I think we're good to go. Okay, so the way you get here is you just Fairy Ring DJR. Your house is probably the best option for Fairy Ring. You just go to DJR, and then you're gonna go down here to that Chasm of Fire. There is a cage. I think it's 82 agility. There's a cage that takes you straight to the bottom instantly. Very, very nice. Right here, like this. If you don't have that agility, I can't go back up. There's a little jump across a ledge if you're low 70s agility, I think it is. 83, sorry. 83 agility to take the chain. It's 72 maybe for the cliff jump. So you would take the cliff jump over there, and then you come down this cage and run over. So it's a little slower with lower agility, but you can still send. 73, 83, 73. Got it? Bingo bongo. Right on the money every time. Okay. So you start the fight by right-click challenge. It's kind of like P1 Verzik. Hit your pots before you start. What I like to do is start off with a cast. Drop a piece of food so we can actually unequip. Start off with a cast and then drop your specs. Okay, so the black smoke there is a ranged attack. So you're flicking between ranged and mage, depending on what you see on your character. So that's the mage attack. The reason we're using Sandfuse is because he poisons you. So that's mage. The shadow attack is ranged, so you just kind of get used to flicking between the two. Okay, Purging Staff comes in here. Purging Staff hits crazy hard on these. And if you finish them with a spec, it refunds some ticks and gives you all your spec back. That's the best way of dealing with those. If you don't kill those, it damages you, heals the boss. It can hit you up to 80 damage if you just ignore it, so gotta deal with those. Okay, so why am I stepping on the glyphs? The glyphs are every time he does a special, he does a massive attack that's gonna hit you for like 80. So you need to step on this anytime you see that. And it needs to correspond to the color of the glyph. So he alternates every single time. It's going to be fire, and now it's going to be a shadow attack. So So we're just going to step on this to block that as well. So he'll do it about this attack. It's roughly 3 attacks per. There we go. So step on that, and it'll block it. Okay, at 66%, we're going to get to phase. So we're going to go fight the judge. And it lets you hit him for a little bit, but he'll phase here, like, roughly now. Yeah. All right. So here you just jump over these agility obstacles. You can hit him from this tile with Shadow, but he's going to swap styles, kind of like a demonic. Ah. Ow. So what you can do here is he fires these skulls at your current location. It's the same as like a Tormented Demon. So if you're standing under him, you'll see it's the same as a Raxor. It actually hits him for damage. So you want to step under and do the switch system. This is really awkward with a lot of switches. So having less switches makes it a lot easier. Holy! Yo, Jim to Jimmy? Okay, so the specials are boosted now. So now they're like these huge attacks. It's the same deal, though. You block the whole attack by stepping on that tile. It's just more punishing if you mess up now. So every time you block one of those attacks, you just move up to the next glyph and get ready to step on it. Okay, those are up, so Purging Staff. Oops. Those waves take off your prayer, so that's what happened there. Okay, that's that super attack. Step on the glyph. That was a ranged attack I missed there. Also, this meteor turns off your run, and then it auto turns it back on. You can't control click like a TD. It just doesn't let you, so you have to be fairly close to the glyph before he starts it. There's another one. Rage spray there. Okay, we're almost done with the phase here. 33%, one more phase. We're going to fight the judge again. Pretty clean dodge there. You can walk over these waves as well. The timing's a little awkward, though. Okay, we're about to phase. I forgot to claw spec. That's okay. Okay, he put up orbs, but I know I'm phasing. So you can just skip that if you happen to be phasing. So you can just go for it. Be careful. If you greed and get hit by that, it will destroy you. So don't risk it. But I was already past phase at that point, so I was good there. Attack, step under. Death Charge does work on this. It's really, really strong. Okay, I'm going to dump 2 specs. This is enraged now. So his defense goes up dramatically, and this is really tough. This is the toughest part of the fight. I'm going to drop him a couple specs. Melee prey on if you're in melee range, because he'll hit you. So now we get these jellies almost all the time, or these orbs. And now all of his attacks are going to alternate, so it's always going to be mage and then range. And this is a new attack. So this is I would call it an hourglass pattern. So you need to step perpendicular to the tiles there. You can run through that. I mistimed it. Okay, let's heal up. So he attacks you right at the end of this, but as long as you're alternating, you'll keep up. You can just straight up spec these at one-shots them. So I want to range pray before this comes up. You just walk a pattern kind of like this. Misprayed. So you can see it gets a little hectic with these patterns. Like you have to deal with the patterns and the meteors at the same time. It's awkward. Just barely mistimed it. Gotta go a little bit earlier on that. how not to do Yama. I like that it's not perfect here, because you can... I think this is how it's going to look most kills. It's, like, real awkward. Try to get in there for a spec if you can. Eat up. Okay, one more hit. Well, one more hit. I think we're there. Okay, that's a KC. Little awkward. I've had way cleaner kills, but yeah, that's what a kill looks like. 7 minutes. I got my first worms. Worms. I'd say it's really tough because the waves pull your prayer off. You can get comboed and take like 50 damage there. And also dealing with the meteors plus an attack plus the waves at the same time. It's a lot to deal with. Like, it's very, very, very tough. Definitely doable, though. I would definitely say this is similar difficulty to Fasani. It just takes a lot of practice. Yeah, thank you for the 10 super chat. I appreciate that. Lake's PC crap. Oh, God. Hopefully the hardcore lives. Uh-oh. Yeah, so I've just been doing 1 kill trips. Bang. It might be possible to get multiple kill trips when people get really clean at it, but for now, 1 kill trips is like the thing, it seems like. Ways to improve or bring more switches. But yeah, that's roughly what it looks like. It's tough. It's very tough. If you're not solid at the game, this is going to be a big difficulty curve, I would say. But with some practice, solos are definitely doable. Definitely doable. I think we covered everything. I think we covered it. All right. Quick solo guide. There you go. Leave a like and subscribe. Or else. Thank you.